everyone. Welcome to the second BWC BattleFleet Fundraiser for Star Citizen. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to go through a little bit of status of the fleet, and then we're going to go ahead and do our drawing. And we do have a special guest this evening, slight spoiler alert with the cameras, who's going to talk about some things Star Citizen that may be relevant to all of our interests. Do some introductions real quick. My name is Mickey Ray. I'm the BWC Public Affairs Officer, and below me is Constantine Valdor. CV, you want to introduce yourself?
Josh Rodriguez, Constantine Valdor, your faithful leader for Star Citizen.
All right, so we're going to go through our lovely deck here for you guys real quick, and then we will get to the drawing very, very quickly. So we'll be quick and dirty. Won't waste too much of your time. This is some good stuff. So, Josh, do you want to talk about the pledge ribbon overhaul, what we've done?
Absolutely. So, if you guys remember, I apologize, I know there's a big echo in the background. If you guys remember, we used to have that old school pledge ribbon in BWC. So, for example, if you were in BWC from the get-go, you qualify for the plank on a ribbon if you purchased a ship from the beginning. Now, that's all the way up to 500 ships, so we're obviously past that. We're now doing the shellback ribbon, which is what we do all the way to 1,000 ships, which we are very near. So once we hit the 1,000 ships, we're going to jump to the blue nose ribbon, and that's what we're going to do from now on until we get to Alpha, where we might do something different after that.
Excellent. All right, so people, there will always be a ribbon available for people that pledge to BWC, pledge a ship to Star Citizen right up until Alpha launches. But this division is to recognize people that got in at the ground floor and helped us achieve certain milestones. So that is that program. Next thing we're going to shift to, Josh, you just want to talk about what the current status of the fleet is for a little bit. Let people know where we're at.
Yep, so like I said earlier, guys, we are approaching 1,000 ships fast. So if you can imagine, if you've been reading the RSI forums, some people have been posting their fleet sizes saying, oh my God, we're the biggest fleet. Well, we're the quiet professions. We don't announce our numbers. We don't talk about our numbers. We believe in OPSEC. So just to let you guys know, we are reaching 1,000 ships and we're getting there really fast. We have over $150,000 in virtual assets invested into this game. So we've got a lot going on, and we've got a lot of big plans for you guys coming up. Just to talk about our membership, I know people have been asking, well, how big are we now that the shipyard's not for public view? So there's actually a new thing going on in the Ops server where you can actually get a primary game report, and I think it's available for everybody to see. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but we have 150 primary SC members, as in likely purple names or people that are officers, and then we have 500 total members that have Star Citizen in their jackets. So we are large, and we haven't even hit Hangar Module yet, or even Alpha. So you can only imagine by the time we do get to Fun Launch, we're going to be a pretty well-sized group.
Yeah, it doesn't even take into consideration the people, you know, from Planetside 2 and MWO that are kind of paying attention to Star Citizen and kind of have that wait-and-see mentality. But I think once it hits, especially once Dogfight Module hits, and they see what it's all about and they see how badass it is, that we're going to even get more swarms of people coming over and dipping their toe in the fleet, which is going to be very, very exciting. So we will be ready for that. All right, next thing we want to go over. All right, we're going to introduce our special guest and have our special guest join us on the cam real quick. From CIG in Los Angeles, I would like to introduce you guys to Sandi Gardiner, who is the Vice President of Marketing for Cloud Imperium and should be familiar to anyone that knows anything about Star Citizen, period. So welcome, Sandi. Oh, and we can't hear you.
Hang on. There we go.
Are.
Hi, everybody, and thank you for inviting me to your Twitch TV channel today. We have a lot of exciting things going on at Star Citizen. We have 3 weeks until the hangar app. Woohoo! So I have been looking at the 3 different hangars and what's all in store inside your hangar, and we're allocating the different ships to the hangars, and it's all happening behind the scenes. The party is going to be great. We are completely full, as in completely full. Wait list is full, 1,000 people.
Wow.
So it's gonna be a great party. We look forward to seeing some of the BWC folks over there in Europe. And then what else we got going on? We got a PAX.
We do have PAX coming up. So Labor Day, Chris will be joining us on our Veterans in Gaming panel in Seattle for PAX Prime this year, which is very, very exciting. We're grateful for his participation there. Yeah, we do have quite a few people that will be joining you in Cologne. Our guy on the scene there is Roland, and you will see people in the familiar BWC shirt, of which you own one yourself. So we'll definitely have our BWC Euro presence there to support your efforts.
Yeah, no, we look forward to it. Roland, is that who I'm looking out for?
That's who you're looking out for.
All right. Am I going to see any of you guys there?
That would be fun, but no, I cannot make it to Germany. So, no, my next outing will be at PAX, and then what do you think? We can maybe give a little teaser on what we have going on after PAX. The next time I will be out in LA.
Yeah, we will be doing something special for Veterans Day.
Absolutely.
Folks, we still have to nut out what all we're doing, but we are going to do something fun. In celebration of all veterans out there.
Absolutely, and one of the neat things, we have a couple things that I kind of wanted to share with you, Sandy. One of our artists, a BWC artist, Jason Alaska. If you recall, when we were in Los Angeles with you, we had the desktop that was behind us during the town hall meeting of the Hornet that had the BWC colors.
Yep.
So Jason's done quite a few backgrounds using Star Citizen and BWC assets, and we just have a little bit of stats on some of his stuff. If you were to do a Google search, image search on Star Citizen, he is the top result under backgrounds. So don't be jealous. You guys just have to step it up a little bit, but that's fine. And if you Google image search Star Citizen Hornet, he is consistently in the top 5 results, and people are actually borrowing his image to use in articles about Star Citizen that have nothing whatsoever to do with BWC. So that's pretty exciting stuff.
Cool. I'm sneak peeking while I'm on the Google Hangouts to you.
We'll go ahead and send you all that stuff kind of in a care package as well, because I know Jason's really excited that his artwork is going out there, and he's very, very thankful that CIG has kind of allowed us to use the video footage for our recruiting efforts, and to use some of the images Travis has sent me, and a couple other things for some of our internal efforts as well. So as always, that is most appreciated on our part. So thank you for that.
Absolutely. Last time I saw some really cool trailers that you guys had. They were really well done. So
we're working on it. We are trying to get
upping the ante every time you come over or hang out.
We'll be out. Like I said, we'll definitely be out for Veterans Day. Maybe if there's other cool things you and I can cook up between now and then, we'll see what we can get going. But I will never turn down an invitation to LA. So
all right.
I'm just putting that out there. Just saying.
You need to keep that quiet, considering we're on Twitch TV. There's
right, so, you're right. Suddenly it's
a lot of people showing up. Although there's a few empty chairs here. But, it's a Saturday, so.
It is a Saturday, and thank you again so much for taking the time on a Saturday to come in and hang out with us. That's pretty awesome, and we're very grateful for that.
Absolutely. Am I supposed to be answering questions or?
So we're gonna actually we're gonna go through our prizes real quick, Sandy. So I'm gonna kick back to Josh briefly. We're gonna go over the prizes for our drawing. We're actually gonna do the drawing, and if you wouldn't mind, Josh is gonna do the drawing himself and then give you the names to announce. And then we're going to kick back, like within 10 minutes, we'll kick back to you and do some real quick Q&A if you don't mind.
Absolutely. How do I get these names without like blowing it for everybody?
We will, utilizing the technology of the internet, we will get these names to you so that you can read them out loud.
Excellent, because we've done great so far on the internet, haven't we? We've been
well, nothing has exploded, and nothing is caught on fire yet. So.
Well, we don't have Chris here. We do have Paddington though. Paddington, come say hi. There we go. Say hi. Look that way. But he doesn't explode anything. So, anyway.
Excellent, because exploding dogs would just be.
All right.
So,
I'll see you in about 10 minutes.
All right, so yeah, I'm going to kick it back over to Josh real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and just talk about our prizes real quick, and then we'll get into the actual drawing. And then Sandy, we will come right back to you and probably ask you a bunch of questions that you're not going to answer. So that'll be awesome.
Okay.
That'll be fun.
High five.
Oh, excellent. All right, so let me kick back over to Josh.
Okay. Bye.
All right, Mr. CV.
Sir.
So, you want to go over what we're actually doing our drawing for this evening?
Absolutely. So, we're very grateful for the member that was able to donate the Vandal site for this drawing, this donation drive. So, big thank you to that quiet individual who wished to remain anonymous. So, the Vandal site, guys, if for you guys that just joined, don't really know too much about Star Citizen or just checking out Star Citizen for the first time, Vandal Scythe Fighter is a very, very limited edition ship that was only available in, I believe, November's Kickstart campaign live stream. So it was going for $300, and it was one of those things where it's limited in numbers. So people picked it up, kind of like the Idris in the last event. People picked it up real quick. It sold out real fast, and now it's gone forever. So this is a ship. Well, actually, I take it back. Not gone forever, because I know Chris Roberts did say you can still capture them, especially if you capture a Vandal carrier. You're going to have a lot of them on that carrier. However, no LTI. Chris did say that you cannot insure alien ships, specifically the Vandal site. So this is a very big prize here, guys. It's going to have, the Vandal site's going to have lifetime insurance. So if you ever blow it up, crash it, get drunk at a bar and someone shipjacks you, you have lifetime insurance. You get a brand new one without the goodies, though. So if you have high-tech stuff on it, you've lost all the mods.
Try to park it on Boz Idris and slam it into the side, you know.
Yeah. Boz does like to drink, so be very careful when you jump into his Idris.
Nice.
So, yeah, so the Vandal Scythe is one of the gifts we're donating to you guys as a big thank you for the multiple amounts of donations you all pitched in for. It takes a lot of courage to believe in, you know, BWC to donate as much as it's been donated. So a big thank you to you guys, and this gift is a thanks again to you guys, because without you guys as the membership, we wouldn't be here. We'd be nothing. We'd be nothing without you guys.
Absolutely.
Another great gift we're giving out, and this is another exclusive. It's a small poster of our BWC logo, which you guys can see on Twitch. It's been signed by the CIG staff, and then, correct me if I'm wrong here, Mickey, it's Chris Roberts, Sandy, Travis, and is it Will?
Dave and Chelsea.
Dave and Chelsea, there you go. So those are signatures that we got during the visit we just did to LA in May. So again, for you members that just joined recently, don't really know too much about that, Sandy and CIG were gracious enough to let us come out there and hang out as a BWC crew with them in LA, Santa Monica. There was about, I think 20 to 22 of us, give or take. So
yeah, there were a few. We were a mob. It was kind of awesome.
Yeah, it was Gunny McDuck's birthday, or the day before, I forget which it was, but we had a little birthday celebration for him there. We were there all weekend, and again, a big thank you to Sandy and the CIG crew, because it wouldn't have been possible without them saying, hey, come on down. So again, big thank you to you guys. So that poster was signed there, and we also have two more gifts we're going to be giving out, and that's a Logitech gamepad and a Logitech joystick. Again, a big thank you to CIG for making those gifts possible, because those are from them that we were able to get from the trip to LA. Absolutely.
So good stuff there. The poster, again, it's a framed. It's 8x10. People, if you go to our main page, I think under game media, the full-blown posters are available for download, and we also have backgrounds that are in the exact same way. The beauty of this one, though, is it is signed by the CIG staff that were really gracious enough to host us for our Jump to LA Media event in May. So that's good stuff there. So let's see where we are. All right, you want to just go over the stats real quick, Josh?
Sure.
Cool.
So, kind of like how I mentioned earlier, guys, a lot of people donated about 45, give or take. We've already reached past $3,000 in money donated. So, again, big thank you. We would not be here at the position we're in without you guys, and this is you guys showing your faith towards us. So we really do appreciate it. We're going to try to do some more of these events. You know, we're not going to be sitting around idly waiting for Alpha. We have a lot of great stuff coming up. We're planning it out. We're still talking to Firefly about it. So just stand by for that. We got some great stuff coming up. So a lot of people have been asking, well, $3,000, that's a chunk of cash. What are you going to do with it? Well, first of all, it's not just what I want to do, because it requires the whole regimental staff and a couple other heads of staff to agree upon what we spend the money on. It's not just, I want to buy a couple of Legends Corvettes off the black market. It's not like that. We all have to be in agreement to what the money's spent on. So there's a couple outstanding bills we got to pay back from the LA event, which we'll take care of, and then the rest of the money we're probably going to save for another future event, kind of how Sandy and Mickey were talking a little earlier about maybe a Veterans Day event, or maybe another event in the future where we get invited as a BWC crew. So again, for those that weren't around in May, we paid for the hotel rooms for everybody using donated funds.
Yep.
So again, that would not have been possible for a lot of people if it wasn't for the general membership donating what they donated. So the last event, I think we raised about $1,500. This event, we more than doubled that event. So
that's amazing.
Big thank you. So the credits, again, maybe if the mechanics allow it, we could buy a chunk of credits with some money and use that to jumpstart our economy, our factories, industry, maybe start work on picking up a capital ship, building that one up early. Who knows? Depending on mechanics, we might do a lot of different stuff with it. And again, we could also use the money to pay for hotels, maybe offset some food, some meal costs, and an event. Who knows? It's all up in the air.
Absolutely. But, and an important thing for people to remember is that this entire process with the donation, to the SC PayPal account, it's 100% transparent. So if you ever have any questions, just run those questions up your chain of command. Regimental is always willing to sit and talk with people about how we're going about, utilizing these funds. But in my opinion, I don't think there's a greater expression kind of one team, one fight than how we've handled this up to this point, and how SC Regimental has handled this. The LA trip was amazingly phenomenal, and it was because of the graciousness and the kindness of our members that allowed other members to participate in a pretty exciting, kind of once-in-a-lifetime event. So all of these fundraisers are significant to us as a community. They're absolutely significant to us as an organization and as an outfit, and they allow us to do the fun things. They allow us to extend ourselves and hopefully impact this industry and impact this particular game property in ways that are nothing but positive, and add value to not just our membership, but add value to CIG as well. So we're definitely on that track. So Josh, if you actually want to start to do the drawings themselves and feed those names to Sandy, I'm going to talk about Play It Forward for a second while that happens. So the BWC Play It Forward program is something that Black Rain began, and then PAO kind of heisted it. What it is we keep a hangar full of donation ships. If we have BWC members that for whatever reason they're deployed, they are not in a position to kind of get on board Star Citizen now, but they absolutely have a desire to do so, we keep this pool of pledge ships very much like Operation Good Neighbor, very much like our kind of when we build computers for people, the name is escaping me right now. But what we do is we keep this stable of ships, and we go ahead and we give those to people that just can't hop on board right now. We don't necessarily put anybody through the ringer as far as asking why. BWC is about integrity. BWC is also about being here for our members and being here for one another. So if you have an interest in helping the Play It Forward program, if you want to donate a package, if you want to donate a ship, wherever it is on the scale, contact Trouble, and Trouble will get you squared away with any information on how to do that. If you have a friend in BWC who has expressed an interest in Star Citizen and expressed an interest in pledging and getting a package so they can get the kind of the pre-launch benefits, but they either simply can't afford it or they're struggling with other things right now and it doesn't allow them to engage in that, send that information to Trouble as well. We do have ships to give, and we do have some packages to give. Again, a good example of how generous and how gracious BWC members are to one another, and another fine example of one team, one fight across the board here. So any information, any details, contact Trouble. You can find her on the forums, and you can find her loitering in TeamSpeak often. So feel free to kind of, give her a heads up. What's up?
If you don't mind me jumping in real quick. So speaking of one team, one fight, we actually have a little something. Again, I mentioned a little earlier, it's a little work in progress. So stand by for that. We have some more great gifts to be given out at the end of that campaign. So just hang tight. Again, we're not sitting around idly twiddling our thumbs. We've got a great campaign set for you guys, just pending some more information from the different regiments and final approval from Firefly, the men themselves. So once that's done, we'll introduce it to you guys and then have at it. So at the end of the campaign, we're looking at probably around Alpha. It'll be, I'm sorry, right before Alpha. That's when we'll be giving out the prizes for the end of that campaign. And that's not going to require donation. That's going to be for anybody who partakes in that campaign.
So we're talking about the Elusive Warhawk campaign across all 3 primary games. Yeah, that's going to be sexy. That's going to be exciting. So absolutely stay tuned for that as well, folks. There'll be announcements of that entire campaign. It will be a multi-game BWC all campaign. Driven by Star Citizen Regimental. That's going to be phenomenal amounts of fun for everyone involved. So stay tuned for that as well. That's a good heads up. I almost forgotten about that, CV, until you mentioned it.
Great pixels to be added to your fruit salad, guys. There's some great artwork, and quite frankly, I'm a little jealous. I don't think I'll be able to complete all 3 campaigns, but again, stand by.
The artwork is a little sexy. I may be biased as far as that goes, but I do have to say the artwork is a little sexy. So how are we looking on the names?
They're done. They're in Google Hangout.
They are in Google Hangout. All right. So I am going to. Does Sandy have them?
I'm not sure. Sandy, can you see the names?
Well, let's make sure that that's true, or else she'll be asking us why we're dumb. We have answers to that question, though, so it's not like it hasn't been asked before. So
I have the names.
Excellent. All right. So, Sandy, I will click back to you then on our feed here, and then if you would be so kind as to announce our winners for the various prizes, that would be pretty awesome.
Woohoo! Drum roll, please.
Drum roll. I actually don't have a drum roll. If I had a drum roll, that's what would be happening right now.
Right. Are we ready?
Absolutely. Take it away.
All right. So, for the Logitech joystick, I have Erwin. Congratulations.
Nice.
And then for the Logitech gamepad, I have Broken Arrow.
Awesome.
All right. And then for the signed BIG poster, BWC poster, framed as well, I think, right?
It is framed.
We have, I remember signing that. We have Direct is the winner, the lucky winner.
Nice.
And drum roll for the final Vandal side, which is like harder than finding a needle in a haystack. We have Guardian.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Woohoo! Congratulations, Guardian.
Congratulations, all of our winners. Congratulations, Gerd. That's a big deal. Gerd's actually one of my PAO Star Citizen recruiters, so he'll be thrilled to death that that's true. So.
All right.
Amazing. Thank you very, very, very much, Sandy. That is awesome. So
Thank you. You can't really see, but on the wall just outside this door is your poster.
with all of our signatures on there. Wow. So you have to look at our scrawl every time you go into your conference room?
Exactly.
Wow. That's nice. Thank you for putting up with that. We're glad you liked the poster. It was a lot of fun to make for you guys. So how do you feel, Sandy, now about answering a couple of questions from our peanut gallery?
How do you feel? Are you feeling lucky, punk? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm not going to call you punk because, you know, I'm afraid of you. But do you think, actually, let's get Russ. Let's get Russ on here. Russ, are you on channel?
I am. I'm right here.
All right. That is the voice, the ethereal voice of Russolini, the RXO for Star Citizen. Russ, do you have some questions for Sandy?
I sure do.
Awesome. Take it away, sir.
All right. Well, this one's from one of our Australian members. He says, "Hi, mate. Could you ask if we're going to see any gameplay footage anytime soon, perhaps at Gamescom? Thanks."
Yes. Well, Chris is going to be doing the presentation for everybody at 9 o'clock local time on Saturday night. So you will be seeing in-game footage of the hangar app. And then afterwards, I believe you can all run around in the hangar. So that'll be set up. We have, I think, 5 kiosks being set up.
Wow.
So, so that should be pretty exciting. Yeah.
Okay, so this next one I think we need our calculator for. It says, if an Idris is heading to New Terra, traveling at 400 kilometers a second, and our Hornet is traveling to Seoul, traveling like 600 kilometers a second. When do we get to see Retaliator art?
Right, I need my calculator for the difference of 200 kilometers a second. Is this like a trick question or something?
No, I think it's just hidden. He's wanting to know when we see the Retaliator art, if at all.
Right. Well, what we have scheduled next for the commercial is the Hornet. That is coming out soon, like right before Gamescom.
Okay.
You guys, I'm guessing, saw the art for the buggy for the hangar.
Yep.
So we're not releasing a new ship for the hangar as far as I'm aware. But come CitizenCon, October 10, there will be another commercial out. And, actually, straight after, about a week after Gamescom, we have another commercial coming.
All right. Russ, let me break in here real quick. Sandy, did you actually want to plug CitizenCon here for a minute? Give us any information you have on that.
Well, we actually, the problem is in Austin City Limits is that same weekend.
Right.
So this year we're looking at just celebrating everybody who made CitizenCon, please. Everybody who made Star Citizen happen. So we're going to invite like Crytek and our web team, a lot of our artists, and then we're going to live stream to all of our fans.
Okay.
We would love to invite all the fans, and we will do it probably next year will be our first con. Seems everybody has a con. Dragon Con, Games Con, BlizzCon. Yeah. You're nobody if you don't have a con.
Excellent. All right, well, we'll look forward to that next year then, and we'll definitely look forward to the live stream. Russ, do you have a couple other questions?
I have a couple more.
Excellent.
One of, let's see, this one's from Rune Lord. He says, he wants to know if you've had a chance to fly any of the ships yet.
Well, I actually tried because Chris was out of town one time and had asked for us to record some in-game footage, and I successfully crashed about 15 times into the carrier. So I wasn't very good at it. I actually really need some practice, and that's probably something we need to do in-house, how to fly your ship, because it requires a little bit of skill. So I have had a shot, but I would like to get my game on before the dogfight so that I don't get cleaned up.
Nice. It's actually good to hear that it's going to require some skill. I know a lot of the fan base was concerned about it being kind of easy mode, and then the fact that it's actually going to take some attention to detail to be successful in this game is pretty exciting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't just think that's because I'm a woman, because we had a couple of the other guys try, and they didn't do much better than I did, so I felt good about that.
Excellent. What do we got, Russ?
Well, I have a follow-up question from Tech Killer. He says you mentioned the Hornet commercial, and he's wondering if there's going to be 3 variants similar to 300i.
That is correct.
I
don't know if it's 3 variants, but there's definitely variants. Yeah.
Interesting.
The Hornet commercial is sweet. It's really I quite like it. It's gonna be fun.
We'll be looking forward to that then. All right, let's do one last one, Russ.
All right. Well, since we're a large organization here, I'll pull one that you may or may not be able to answer, Sandy. It's a question about guild functionality and the release of the hangar. Are we going to be able to basically, is there any guild functionality? Can you invite members to see your hangar? That type of thing.
I'm pretty sure that you can invite members to see your hangar. I'm pretty sure you can invite your friends and everybody seeing your hangar. That's part of the point. What I have been and requested on the website, because the website has a lot of power, and we're trying to implement like organizations, therefore like guilds can actually get together and congregate on our site and promote your guild through the site and do a lot of communication, because our website's very powerful and very scalable. So in relation to the Hangar app, I'm hoping that we can somehow integrate that as well. I'm not exactly sure the technicality of how that can happen, but it'd be great if you could maybe like meet your friends on the site and then go and check out each other's hangars and stuff like that.
Wow, that would absolutely be exciting. I mean, there are so many different ways people now use technology, whether it's TeamSpeak, whether it's Twitter, various flavors of social media and technology to kind of keep their outfits and units together. So CIG providing us kind of a single source for all of that interaction on the website that integrates the hangars, that'll be pretty sexy.
Yeah, I've requested it, and I've also requested, because I receive a lot of emails on customer service for things like high resolution logos and different, like somebody asked for a high resolution 300i commercial and just things like that, so you guys can like do your thing easier.
A fan site kit, yeah, that's something that I actually was going to ask you about, not here, but now that you've brought it up, absolutely. So down the road, like you'll notice certain elements in our Twitch overlay here may bear some similarity to what's on your website. So a fan site kit would actually make efforts like this and make fan engagement, you know, have that same look and feel and tone a lot easier, and that would just be fun as hell too. So.
Yeah, we really, also this, like what you guys have set up here, I'm just looking at it because we want to do, you know, the 3 questions, the town hall for the subscribers and stuff.
Absolutely.
So Twitch and Google Hangout seems to be a fun way to do that. And it's good economy of scale for Chris's time, where he can get on and answer questions.
Well, you know, we are always available to lend you any assistance you need. That's part of our gig as value-add relationship with CIG. Sandy, thank you again so much for your time, coming in on a Saturday, answering some questions for us, doing our drawing. It means a lot to us. It's really significant to us as an outfit. So thank you again.
All right. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. We'll catch up with you next time, Sandy, and we'll see you in August at PAX.
Thank you, Sandy.
Bye. I'm going to kick back over to Josh. Josh, you have any closing words for our wrapped audience? How many people we have? 80 people watching us do this thing tonight, which is kind of cool. So, any parting shots from SC Regimental here? You are muted, brother. Can't hear you.
There we go.
There you go.
I just want to say again, thank you all for donating. If it wasn't for you guys, it wouldn't have been possible. The Star Citizen Con and different events like this is a great chance for us to use some of that money to make it possible for people who don't have money to afford airplane ticket and hotels. So it's great that we got this kind of stuff going on. So a big thank you again. And, you know, stand by to see more events like this. This is what makes us unique. We have this great establishment, great community, great relationship with developers in multiple games, not just Star Citizen, and amongst the community as well. So a big thank you to everybody.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap up then. I want to say thank you to Russ, to CV, to Trouble, who is in the background acting as our Google Hangout engineer here. And again, a very special and significant thank you to Sandi Gardiner for joining us on a Saturday, you know, taking some time out of her weekend to come hang out with BWC. That's really appreciated, and that's pretty cool. So from BWC, from Star Citizen, and from the PAO office, we are signing off, and we'll come in and hang out with you guys on TeamSpeak and see if we can answer any more questions that folks may have. But thanks for showing up tonight. Thank you again for the contributions. That's a significant amount of money, and it's going to go to some really good causes that are going to help us grow the outfit. And thank you, everyone, for your participation and your dedication to BWC. One team, one fight. It's not what we say, it's what we do. All right, we'll see you guys on the flip side. Thank you again. Signing off.
One team, one fight!